Well, I was invited to participate in a session on emergencies and urban resilience, and we've been doing work on the topic of critical infrastructure protection and resilience in the United States over the past 10 years. And I had the good fortune to meet with several people from Barcelona in a conference earlier this year in Bonn on resilient cities. I met with representatives from the City Council and from IQS, university program dealing also with resilience issues. And I must say I was very impressed by the work that's been done in Barcelona. I realized that Barcelona has in the city government a manager for infrastructure coordination. This is a unique position, and I don't know of other city governments that have a similar position, but it's very important at this point. And one of the results of our work in U.S. cities is a recognition that the traditional management of infrastructure systems in the energy sector, the water sector, the sanitation sector, the communications and transportation sectors require cross-cutting management and development. That is, there are a number of functions which are dependent upon a combination of infrastructure systems. And this, you may say, matrix format of system management and system performance related to functional capability is very, very critical to maintaining safe and sustainable cities. Well, I think it's a very interesting experience for me because clearly in this Congress, the city of Barcelona has brought together not only city governments, that is municipal officials and organizations, also academia and research organizations, and a very strong participation of industry. And I think these three parts are necessary to deal effectively with the questions of smart cities. They're dealing with a range of issues. Resilience is only one. They're also dealing with the mobility and information technology and a range of topics which are quite fundamental to the feasibility of urban life. And the prominent role of industry, the vendors of the systems and equipment and tools necessary to accomplish the goals of urban sustainability must be a part of this discussion, and in fact have a leading role in this Congress. So I think the ability to embrace commercial interest at the same time as governance and academic research interests is very positive. A smart city is one that's going to survive. And we see a number of threats on the horizon. Just a few weeks ago, at my house, I live near Washington, D.C., it was cold and dark, and I had no communications because of the Hurricane Sandy. I was lucky because we didn't have flooding, but in New York and in New Jersey, hundreds of thousands of people were in a desperate situation, in one of the richest and most highly developed areas of the world. So clearly cities are vulnerable, and we have to understand what the nature of that vulnerability is. We also, I think, were shocked to see how real the consequences of climate change already have become. I think it's maybe appropriate that Lower Manhattan, which is the financial district and sometimes viewed as the heart of capitalism, suffered directly from climate change. Maybe this will wake people up. Well, first of all, Barcelona has a reputation as a center of creativity in architecture, in city planning. I think it's very appropriate that the city of Cerdà should be the location of this reconsideration of city development. His contribution in the 19th century was seminal. He formulated many of the basic theories of urbanism. In fact, I think he even created the term urbanism. And since that time, Barcelona has been in the forefront of significant development. I began as an architect, and in terms of architectural development, Barcelona has always had a very prominent place internationally. And so I think it's only appropriate that Barcelona should take a leading position in examining the future of cities.